Hello, beautiful people. My name is Celia Musoneng Zengele. Welcome to this YouTube channel. If you're coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, welcome. If you are a return subscriber, just do know that you are highly appreciated for choosing to come spend your data and time watching my videos. It's highly appreciated here. And to all the new subscribers, you have come to the right place. Please stay. Let's grow together. And it's a road to 1,000 subscribers. And I would like to express in this video that the offer still stands. I still am going to keep my word. A few weeks ago, I did promise that when I reach 1,000 subscribers, there's gonna be a giveaway of 1,000 rand for the lucky viewer that watches my videos. But it will have to be a person that has watched at least 10 videos, at least 10 videos, and long videos that are more than 30 minutes, not the short videos, but the long videos. And somebody did ask, how will I ensure that the person has watched the whole video? I do know, believe me, I do know who are the people that have watched the videos. Their comments are clear. The comments of a person that has watched a few minutes and somebody that has rushed somewhere and skipped to the middle of the videos are like, they are distinguishable. So that is not a problem for me, and the offer still stands. Everybody that would like to subscribe and just go through the videos, leave a comment, please share, because I'm gonna need evidence that you have shared at least the videos, not at least once. I'm gonna need some proof that you've at least once shared it to someone on any other social platform. Then also like the videos and then comment. Okay, fine. Now in this video I'm going to talk about something very, very sensitive, and it's raining. I just hope that the sound from the rain is not going to disturb our video. I'm praying and hoping, because I don't want to record this again. What happened is, in the Val, when we talk about the Val, we talk about a place in Gauteng. It's towards the end of Gauteng, just before you get into Free State. Even the first town in the Free State, which is Sasol, is counted in the Val. So when you talk about the Val, we're talking about Sebokeng, Everton, Sharpeville, Vereeniging, Vanderbilt Park, Everton. Did I read Everton? I think I counted Everton twice now. Anyways, my place of birth, I can count it 100 times. It's made me who I am. And then Sasolburg is part of the Val. It used to be called the Val Triangle in those olden days, while Gauteng was still Transvaal. And these cities, Vereeniging, Vanderbilt Park, and Sasol, used to be called the Val Triangle, but now it's just called the Val. Fine. Something happened this week in the Val. It is something that is disturbing. I am not going to share pictures because, guys, I'm on a road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm not going to try my luck with YouTube and get me cancelled even before I get to 1,000 subscribers. Ain't gonna happen, darling. So what is going to happen is I'm just going to describe this scene. Is not nice. There is a woman that just gave birth. She is said to be in her 40s. She just gave birth, and she is also said to be having the 5th child. That this child was the 5th. She just gave birth to a 5th child, if that is the truth. I did not establish the truth in that matter, but as for what I'm about to tell you, that is the absolute truth. That is what happened. After giving birth, few days after giving birth, she bent the baby. She bent the baby. I'm not talking about maybe boiling water and pouring on top of the baby. I'm not talking about that kind of burn. I'm talking about a kind of burn where a person took some material to burn it and then throw the baby there so that the baby burns in the fire. I think what I'm giving you right now is graphic enough. That happened. It's a few days old baby. It's not established yet how many days exactly, but it is a fresh baby. It's a fresh newborn. So we don't know where this happened, how this happened, but I am even in possession of such pictures, which I'm never gonna share with anyone. I got them by mistake. I'm holding on to them because I just gave them a glimpse. I'm gathering courage to get to a point where I can look at them carefully and try and see what is it that was bent around the baby. But it's a bad, it's a horrible scene. Now, when I first saw this, it was in a group chat. Somebody just threw it in the group chat, and I even said, no, please guys, can we please, before we throw such things, at least warn the others. And here, if you are at liberty to bring something like this, first try and check up with people, because right guys, we are battling too many things, man. There are just some things that can trigger you in such a bad way. So it's okay if you're having a sensitive material that you wish to share, no matter how shocked you are. Before you shock another person, just warn them and tell them that there is this kind of material. Would you like to see it or not? You rather arouse curiosity of a person and say, hey man, before you can don't just throw it. So this person threw it in the group chat, and then after we heard the story that this woman bent the baby, and we were all angry in that group chat. The immediate feelings that were shared in that group were that of anger, until a day after, now I see the same story on Facebook. Now when I see this story on Facebook, something clicked in my head. I remembered an incident that happened when we were teenagers. Remember I told you that I was one of Jehovah's Witness children. So this girl that I'm about to tell you about, she was one of the Jehovah's Witness as well. Her parents were Jehovah's Witnesses. So, like many children of Jehovah's Witnesses, they get tempted, they go outside, and then they end up being taken advantage of by boys and end up falling pregnant. And that happened to her, unfortunately. She was the same age as me. So I could have been, I think I was 17 I may have been 17, 18 day, or even lower than that. I can't remember. But this does not leave me. She hid her pregnancy. Her mother discovered the pregnancy very, 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 very late. As you know, in African culture, if a girl is pregnant, there will be women that accompany that girl to the boy's family. The boy that made her pregnant, they go to that family to report that your son has made our daughter pregnant, and though that boy will be called and asked whether he knows, whether he agrees something like that happened or not. So that incident happened just before she gave birth. Just before she gave birth, they had taken her there, and that boy said, I'm seeing you for the first time. I don't know you. I think that could have even been the reason why she gave birth. Maybe it triggered the contractions. I don't know about that for sure. But I'm definitely sure that after she gave birth, she went cuckoo. After she gave birth, she lost it. She lost the mind. She lost touch with reality, to a point where she was seeing the baby as a cat. And she is said to be very much afraid of cats. She hated cats. Therefore, now she saw this baby as a cat. And she strangled the baby. Lucky enough, her mother was there when she was strangling the baby. Like strangling the baby. So if her mother was not there, she could have strangled that baby to death. So that baby was saved because the mother was there when this happened, and she realized that this girl is losing touch with reality. When she tried to talk to her, she was like, this is a cat, it's a black cat. And you know, African culture with black cats, we have these passed down stories from wherever that we don't know, that black cats have got some superpowers, and black superpowers, dark spiritual powers. So she saw the baby, her baby, as a cat. She tried to strangle her baby. And I think that triggered me at the time to research and find out what is it. And then when I was busy researching, I had someone, because I was making conversations with everyone, trying to figure out, because it was the first time I hear something like that. And then one day, as we were talking, I can't remember who are the people that I was talking with, but I remember that one of these mothers, who was a Jehovah's Witness, overheard us while we were busy talking. And then she explained that there is something called postpartum psychosis. She said it was called, it's actually a severe case of postnatal depression, or postnatal depression. Many young mothers would know what postnatal depression is. It's associated with sadness after giving birth, feeling down, feeling like you're not worthy being a mother, feelings of judging yourself, feelings of feeling inadequate, feelings of looking horrible. When you look at yourself, you feel like you are damaged since you have a child. Now, those are symptoms of postnatal depression. But postnatal psychosis is the worst bout of postnatal depression. So there are women who do get that kind of depression. Bona, it's not everyone that is suffering postnatal depression after giving birth. It's not everyone, but there are women that do get postnatal depression after that. And then there are this even fewer women that suffer from postnatal psychosis, or is also called postpartum psychosis. Now, postpartum psychosis goes, you have all those symptoms that I have mentioned of postnatal depression, but it gets worse because it loses your touch with reality. It makes you hallucinate. You see things that do not exist. You start hearing voices at times, and you may even hear voices that instruct you to do something, to harm yourself or harm the baby. So, and then when I remembered that incident, I started going to Google again. I'm like, man, now we're living in the days of Google. Let me Google this. Postnatal psychosis. That's when it pops up. Yes. What that lady, when I was very young, when I was a teenager, who was a nurse, the things that she spoke about at that time, I found them in Google right now. And it started making sense. I'm not making excuses for people that kill babies, because this child did not survive. The burnt baby did not survive. But I truly, honestly believe that this woman could not have done this in the right state of mind. I truly believe that she could not have picked the 5th child after having 4 children and decide to do this to her in this horrible manner. Yes, there are women that throw babies away. Yes, there are women that dump children in latrines. Latrines are those toilets where there is a long drop and people put babies in there when they don't want them. Yes, we do know that that happens. But it also made me think that what if all those women that we judge for throwing babies, from putting them in plastics, what if they are doing all these things because they are suffering from this? We don't know. We wouldn't know, because many of them don't stand long enough at their scenes to be held in a way that they can be even evaluated. So they go undiagnosed. They carry on with life undiagnosed. But I really do believe there are women in the right mind that go and throw babies away because maybe they discovered their pregnancies very late, when it was not possible for them to go and abort the babies. Because so many women do go through abortions, and we do know that Zodwa has just confessed to aborting 11 pregnancies. So we understand that it's many women. Many won't come like Zodwa and clearly state that I did an abortion. Many are trying to get abortion and do not get lucky, because when they try to get abortion, sometimes the nurses talk them out of it. Sometimes the nurses are unavailable. There are so many reasons. Or your friends can even make you feel like, why are you doing that? They can take you out of a mission of performing an abortion, and then the person goes to have a baby that they know very well that they do not want, and then they come and bring and kill the child while the child is alive. You'd find that it was not even the first time that they hated the child. They hated that child throughout the pregnancy. Or what could be the causes of postnatal or postpartum psychosis? It is said to be kick-started by hormones. Hormonal imbalance after giving birth can trigger it, but also the underlying issues, the other underlying issues that you may have even before or during pregnancy can just escalate the postnatal depression into postnatal psychosis. So expect that there could be in your lifetime people that may suffer this. I'm making this video so that you can recognize this on time. I'm making this video so that if it ever gets to hit you as well, maybe there could be a point of return for you. I'm making this video so that I encourage women out there that we should not allow women who just give birth to be alone. Even our culture did not allow that. Our culture advocated a woman being taken care of for almost 3 months with her baby. And during the period, the father of the baby was not even allowed to be in there. Because traditional wisdom was still there. Traditional wisdom was always there. They may have not been able to articulate these matters that we speak about today, giving them names to say this is postnatal depression or postnatal psychosis. They may not have those big names at the time, but the wisdom, the cultural wisdom was always there to carry them, because it reminded them that a mother, a newborn mother, should not ever be let alone. A new mother should always have someone to take care of them, even if the child is not the first one. Actually, if the cultural customs were saying if it's a first baby, they must be born at their mother's place. If the mother has got a family, when she's about to give birth, she was going to be taken to the maternal side or her side of the family to take care of her during her pregnancy, and she was going to be sent back after 3 months home. So do you see that our African tradition did have the wisdom, may not have had the vocabulary that we have today, but the wisdom was there. Now, let's go back to this woman. Should a person have been with this woman during this time of need? Could this have happened? No. At what time? Where will the other person be? That if that person would allow such a thing, that would make them an accomplice. So really, update about that woman is that she was arrested, and then from the hospital she was also taken to the hospital, and it is said that she seemed to be bleeding, overly bleeding. So the bleeding as well, could have contributed, because she may have lost a significant amount of blood. And then some say she still had her placenta. It looks like the placenta was not taken out. So I do not know where the birth happened. So if I find any kind of information that is better than what I'm saying right now, I will update that information with another video. But if I never get to report back again, just know that I did not get any kind of update. But I would like to say, before we judge, let us go back and look at cases, different cases. There are things that are happening. There are things that are happening, yes, but let us Oosh, I don't know what's wrong with my eyes. Let us, before we judge, we need to at least think. And I would like to say women are battling with many things. Women are battling with fathers that do not want to take care of their children. Women are, guys, women are having it hard. Women are getting the raw deal from the many men that we loved, that we gave our love, we gave our bodies to. Today they have turned to be our enemies. They have turned to be the kind of people that get disgusted when they see us, and that disgust spills to our babies. It spills to our children. They stop seeing the children as theirs just because they have separated from us. They let our separation be the end of the love for their children until their children are grown up. When the children are grown up, they want to come back. I'm pleading to men out there, please take care of your children. Take care of your women, because I really do believe if this particular woman had her man or her husband with her at the time, none of this would have happened. We don't know what drove her to do what she did. We don't know if she deserves a harsh punishment or she was really psychotic. That is still yet to be known. But can men learn to be there for their women? Can men learn to be there for their children? Some of the problems that we have in this world can lessen if only the men can avail themselves for the women that they once said they loved and their children that they made. The children we made in love exist. They are ours. They need to be loved. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Set the notification bell so that when I upload another video, you can be among the first to see it. And leave a comment in the comment section after you have liked this video, so that the algorithm of YouTube can suggest it to other people who love a similar content. Thank you so much. Bye bye.